Guys, so I wanted to come on because I had a lot of clients request this video. Like, Christina, we need to know how to mold our hair while we are on this lockdown, or just period. So I want to give you an easy waving or mold I would say that you would need to do to maintain your hair while you can't get to your stylist or you can't get to me. So a great mold, number one, starts off with a great cut. As you can see, my hair has kind of grown out a little bit, but that's fine because I have a great cut. So I am going to be able to mold my hair. So I've already pre-washed my hair and everything. So you want to wash your hair really good with a good moisturizing one with some type of either cheating agent or cleansing agent first. Then you want to follow that up with like 2 moisturizing shampoos along with a moisturizing or keratin based conditioner. Just depends on what your hair needs. Most hair needs some type of moisture, and when you want your hair to be a little straighter or you're trying to get in between that relaxer, that's where I would use shampoos and conditioners that say stuff like sleek. What that means is like the keratin kind of smooths down a cuticle of the hair, so that it kind of helps smooth out some of that frizziness. But for the most part, a lot of us need moisture, because the great thing about being able to mold your hair at home, it either goes according to 2 things. How this is how it's going to work, period. Either you have a full relaxer, or you have the texture that you can get away with not having a relaxer. So I know you want this perfect pixie, but if you don't have the type of hair that likes to lay down, sis, it's okay to get a relaxer, a full relaxer at that. And just because you get a relaxer doesn't mean your hair is gonna fall out. You know why I see a lot of breaking? It's because you guys don't put oil in your hair. You don't moisturize your hair. You don't wrap your hair, or you're relaxing your hair too much. So a lot of it has to do with the application. Number one, you have to make sure you know what you're doing, or you go to a licensed professional. That's why you pay $125 versus maybe $5 for a store-bought one, where you're actually paying the professional to professionally put it in your hair, professionally base you, professionally make sure they're not putting it all through your scalp and giving you scalp burns and stuff like that, and also making sure that they relax your hair to the place where it's about maybe 80% to 90% straight. You never want to over straighten it where it's too straight. Because then your hair is like a rubber band. It needs some type of elasticity to still bend. You know what I'm saying? So you want to have just a little bit of curl, but you want the mousse to go ahead and lay it down, and it will if you have relaxed it correctly. Another thing, if you're not prone to like really wanting to do the relaxer because maybe you already have fine hair, or you know, it's a little thinner, you can always go with a texturizer. It's a lot milder. Nobody needs a super relaxer in hair. Nobody. I don't care what type of hair texture you have. You do not need a super. And you better not put no Bantu in your hair. I'm just saying. But some relaxer lines that you can use if you're not able to get to your professional. Now, I will say, if you currently have a steady stylist and she's relaxing your hair, if you're not able to get to her, ask your stylist or him, what can I use in my hair that's comparable to what you use? So when your stylist goes to relax your hair again, it's not going to be an issue with your hair being confused, because that can happen too. And it can feel like, well, why didn't my relaxer take? So you do have to make sure that you talk to your licensed professional, whoever's been doing your hair. But there are a couple of relaxers that I can recommend to you over the counter that you can get at your local beauty supply store. Design Essentials is a great line. You can go ahead and get them. Or Affirm. Affirm is a great line as well. You may be able to get Naked. And now if you go to the local urban stores, now you won't find that at Sally's. Now, correct me if I'm wrong. You may find Design Essentials in Sally's, but I'm not sure if they retail the perm. The relaxer rather. So if you are looking for a relaxer, those are like 3 ones that I know that are on the professional line. Now, if you can't get that, go with olive oil. I like that. Olive oil, I like their system. It will straighten out your hair. It will definitely do that. But make sure you follow all the steps and use the shampoo and conditioner that comes with it. Make sure when you are doing your relaxer that you at least wash your hair at a minimum of 3 times. it has a color code, meaning your hair turns pink. It lets you know when you still have product in it. So if you're combing through your hair after you wash it and you're still seeing pink, that means you need to go back and wash your hair again. It's very important that you rinse that relaxer out properly. And you want to rinse that on kind of like a lukewarm, not hot and not too cold. You don't want to do it on hot water because it's still activating that relaxer and it still will continue to work. So you want to make sure you really get that out. Then you want to follow it up with a moisturizing shampoo and conditioner. And then now we're ready to mold. So what you're seeing in my hair is fully relaxed. I didn't relax it like bone straight. You see how I still have texture on my hair? That's why my hair moves. This is why when y'all see me do all this, because my hair is not super flat. I didn't relax the hell out of my hair. You want to leave some texture in your hair. And some people, you may even want to go a little straighter on the sides and then at the end kind of pull your relaxer through, like apply it last. After you broke this down halfway, then you can go ahead and get that nice smooth finish up top. But you may want to leave it where it's a little less straight than this. So, you know, just leave a little texture up there. You see I got a little texture? Okay, so what we're going to do, and I know a lot of you guys are like, you know, I want to be able to do all that wave stuff. Look, if you're not a hairstylist or you're not used to waving, don't put that kind of pressure on yourself. The thing is, you're going to have a great hairstyle because I gave you a great cut if you came to me. Or if you went to your own short hairstylist. I would say if you really want a good cut, you need to go to somebody that specializes in short hair, not somebody to just kind of do it. You need to go to someone that honestly knows how to work with short hair, because that's the only way this is going to work. The only reason why me molding you and showing you this technique works is because, one, you have a relaxer, or you have the type of hair that you have really, really nice soft hair, almost like baby hair, where it'll lay with a little bit of mousse. So those are just, that's my spiel for that. That's important. So one, we already got our cut in number one. Remember, that's what helps you get a nice mold, okay? Second, you're gonna go and relax your hair. Make sure you base yourself and make sure you haven't washed your hair in a couple of days. So you don't want to do it like you do not want to relax your hair and you just washed your hair the day before and you're just coming out of braids. So you want to really make sure that you work that relaxer in there and read the instructions. I know it seems mundane and I've been doing relaxers for years. No, boo-boo. Read those directions. Just read them. Read them, because you'll be surprised. It's all about the application. So that's why sometimes you put a relaxer in there and like, I don't know, I took it out because I got kind of scared. Well, you didn't read the directions. So if you feel apprehensive about what you're doing, do not put the relaxer in. And again, I implore you, please go to your professional. But I get it, we're all on lockdown, so that's why I'm giving you tips. So with that being said, now we can move to the moussing. So I like to use, I'm a influenced honey almond girl. I put Nairobi down a long time ago. However, I still use it. I used to use compositions, but I don't really like it. So, but what I have in this bottle is pretty much the influence. So I just had to put this in the bottle. Okay, do not be stingy with your mousse. You want a lot of product in it. Get it all in there. We want to work it all in there. We're not being stingy with our mousse, because we don't have to be. It's our mousse. You don't have to really. Now, some people like to dilute their mousse. I don't, per se, but you know, it is what it is. So we're gonna get that all in there. I'm trying to be cute and not put it in my makeup, but that's kind of hard. Oh, whatever. I tried to get cute for y'all. Okay, I know it seems like a lot and you'll probably waste more than you'll use, but that's fine. It's your mousse, you bought it. You rather have too much than not enough. So you're gonna want to get a towel. Okay, this is where it gets like, this is why I'm teaching you, and I didn't, normally I do a time lapse, but you know, y'all been like, I can't see it. All right, now, I teach classes on this, so I'm giving this to y'all for free because I love y'all and I want y'all to be able to look cute up in here. So what I like to do, I'll pull out where my framing is. This is our framing in the front, okay? So I put out about that much But we're going to begin to comb the hair forward. Work that mousse through. Comb it into place. Okay? Because we want to get it worked all in there. Now, let me show y'all my trick. What I like to do is once I get the hair all dispersed the way I want it to. So if you want to go that way, you're going to kind of move your hair this way. If you like to wear your hair to the left like I do a lot of times, or the right or whatever, rather, I don't know which side this is in the camera, but whatever. Your right is my right, left, whatever. Anyways, so we want to go around like that. See how I'm distributing the hair? Try to work it where there's no spaces in your hair. Okay. Here's my little trick up top to give you that pretty nice texture up top. So we start at the apex of the head, the top of the head. We're going to go in a, would this be counterclockwise? Or you can go, I'm sorry, clockwise position. So we want to give that old school swirl. Or you can go counterclockwise. It just depends on what you're trying to do. Or it depends on where you want your swirl. Old school wrap. So I wrap the top of my head like this. Until I get to the back of my occipital bone back here. Okay. And then what I'm going to do is veer off to my right. Now you can do it like this, but it looks even better when you hug it. Go according to your skin. Like go to the curve of your neck. Look how much nicer that looks than just that. It gives it more detail. Then we're going to come to the middle right here. Go straight down. Because again, we're going with the curve of the head, right? Then we're going to go with the curve of our neck right here. Bring out those details. Fan out that neck hair. If you're feeling fancy, you can even do a little bit of squigglies. I don't know what that's looking like right now because I don't. Matter of fact, let me grab a. It helps to have a mirror too if you have a mirror. And not a dirty one at that, which mine looks kind of dirty. Let me see. What's that looking like, y'all? I can't see. Oh, good. Okay, so we're going to take that around. See how I took it around? I'm going to put a little bit of squigglies back there. You don't have to, but if you're feeling fancy at this point, I ain't do nothing fancy. I just made an imaginary S. Or little backward C's. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to bring this side forward. Very simple, guys. Don't overcomplicate it. Don't overthink it. It's easy. Your hair is already relaxed. So remember that hair I isolated out on the front? Now this is the important part. This is your framing. Now what I like to do is I like to look at the wing tips of my eyebrows. Even though don't judge them. They're sisters. They're not twins. About here and here is where my framing will start. And what I mean by that is like when I begin to pull out my little swoops. Now, right here, it's so simple. I didn't do nothing crazy. You don't have to be doing all that trying to wave. That's doing too much. That's not what you really do. That's what your stylists do. You don't have to do all of that. You're making it hard. All you got to do is do some little backward C's. You're just doing kind of like a mini wave. So this would be my guy. I'm going to go back. Also, that helps to frame your face and make your forehead a lot smaller if you have a complex about that. You can go you can even go in even more if you feel like you have a big forehead. But you see how that closes it in? Look, all I'm doing is this. I didn't do all of that. Don't do that. That's not what you do. It's so easy. Look at that. It's so simple. Let me get closer. That's all I did. That's all you got to do. Make it simple. Little C's. I'm barely touching it. You know why? Because I got a good relaxer. Little C's. Little motions. Ow! Look at that. Bam! You got a nice mole. You don't need to do all of this and that. You don't have to do that. So simple. You can do this. Backward C's. Now me, because I like to try to make this side look like that side. You don't have to feel like that. You may have more hair on this side and you can get 4 swoops in there. And on this side, it'd be 3. It don't matter because it's your hairstyle. We just trying to make your mole kind of interesting. If you want to go forward, go forward. Do a forward C. Some people like they details to go forward. Some people like, I like mine to go backwards. And you have baby alive hair. Okay, so this is if you feel a little advanced and you feeling like, I want my mole to be super duper cute. If you're not trying to do all that, I advise you to do this simple mode. I'm gonna take that away. You know how they dance and they say, just keep it here? This is the mode for you. For somebody that don't really know how to mold. Do all the other stuff I did for that. And when it comes to your framing, only thing I want you to do is use your eyebrows as a guide for your first swoop. And you're going to go down. Second swoop right here. Go down. Bring your bang down a little bit. Or you don't have to have your bang up there. If you want your bang up there, that's fine too. Look. We just made it real simple. So so what I would do too, if you want to create something a little interesting, right there where this kind of, your part goes off, you can bring that hair down just a little bit. So simple. That's still gonna be real pretty. So remember, if you set it with a part or if you set it like this, how it's gonna set. So I think let's go with the little wave, the backward C's, just so I can show y'all what that look like. So y'all see, either way, I gave y'all an advanced technique and I gave y'all a technique that's really simple. Backward C's, don't overcomplicate it and don't go too far into the hairline. We just doing our framing, that's it. Try your best to also cover up whatever spaces. It's important that you get a comb that has small teeth. That helps you to have control of your wave or your mold, period. Okay. And look, now you look like you done went to a professional and had your hair waved up. Okay? Now, if your hair is laying nice and flat, you may or may not have to wrap it. It just really depends on how, that's why you want to also get your mirror, because you want to make sure you don't have any spaces in there. Okay. There we go. We want to make sure we don't put any parts or bald spots in our hair that we'll have to work out later in the mold. Okay? If you have hair and it's waving up and you want to make sure that it lays flat, you'll use your Rapid Juniors. And you could do a method like this. Which, honestly, with the way my hair is laying, I wouldn't really have to put a lot of strips on or strips on it at all. But if you want your back neck to lay, you're going to want to definitely put something back here. So you'll just fold them over, lay them across. I call this my mummy wrap. Okay. You want to wrap the whole head. So you can get these at the store. You can get a big old box of them for about $11. My strips is coming apart, y'all. So what happens when you do a video and you're not looking in the mirror. Bam. Bring it around. You're gonna sit under your dryer for about 20-25 minutes. If you want to invest in a hooded dryer at home, if you don't have one, you don't want to spend all the money, or you don't have, you're kind of tight on your budget, you could go to sleep overnight with this, but it's not going to be as crispy. So I implore you, go to the store or go online and order this. This is like a hooded bonnet. What you do is you put your dryer right in here. And this is a great space saver if you're traveling and you can't bring your hooded dryer. What you would do is, oops, sorry. I gotta turn my light back on so y'all can see. What you would do is, you attach it like this. You put that on, and then it inflates once you'll have to sit with it like this. But if you don't have a hooded dryer, this is only like $10 or $15 at the beauty supply store, or you can order it online. You put it on warm, and you just sit up there and you can keep it going, okay? So this is going to be part 1 of my molding. I'm going to come back with a follow-up video, and I'm going to show you how to style your mold, because with my particular Perfect Pixie, you don't have to put any heat in it. Okay, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Rewind it and then make sure you share it with somebody. Please follow Christina Benjamin at Christina Benjamin 82 on Instagram. You can also go to my website. That is Deconstruct by Christina if you're looking for any wigs. And if you would like to book an appointment, especially after all this debacle is over, please call 248-986-8761. I want to give you the perfect pixie. I promise you, with the right cut, you don't have to see me more than a month at a time. And that's really just to get your essentials in. If you got a great cut, you don't have to put heat in your hair. I promise you, you can have a beautiful head of hair in less than 5 minutes daily. And I'll show you how to do it. Okay, I'll see you in a little bit. Bye.